Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to crochet this beautiful stitch. It's only a one row repeat pattern and it looks the same on either sides. In my channel I share free crochet tutorials, so if you are new here, kindly subscribe. To begin, you make a slip knot. This is how I make a slip knot. Go through this loop, pull this yarn to adjust the size of this loop so that it fits the size of your crochet hook. Then you are going to chain any multiples of 2, 1, 2, 3. Chain the length of a chain you want. Continue chaining until you have the length that you want. I have chained 28. After chaining the length of a chain that you want, to begin working row 1, skip the first chain, go through the second one, go through the chain space, draw up a loop, go through the next chain space, draw up a loop. You have 3 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over, draw through all, chain 1 to finish. Go through the next chain space, draw up a loop, go through the next one, draw up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, draw through all, chain 1 to finish. You are going to repeat that. You draw 2 loops from the next 2 chain spaces. So you go through this one, draw a loop, go through the next, draw a loop. When you have 3 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over, draw through all, chain 1 to finish. Repeat that across the row. Draw loops from the next 2 chains, go to the next chain, draw up a loop, go to the next, draw up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, draw through all, chain 1 to finish, and repeat doing that across the row until the end. I have 2 chains left to finish this row. I'll draw a loop from here and from the last one, yarn over, draw through all, chain 1 to finish. Row 1 is complete. To begin row 2, you chain 1, turn your work. After turning, you draw 2 loops from these visible 2 spaces. So you begin from this first one, you draw a loop, and this next one, draw a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, draw through all, chain 1 to finish. Go to this next one, this visible 2 spaces, these 2 spaces, go through this one and the next, yarn over, draw through all the 3, chain 1 to finish. That is what you repeat until the end. You draw 2 loops from these visible gaps, go through this one, draw a loop, and go through the next one, draw a loop, yarn over, draw through all the 3, chain 1 to finish. Repeat that until the end. You draw 2 loops from the next visible 2 spaces. When you have 3, yarn over, draw through all, chain 1 to finish, and you repeat that across the row until the end. You continue doing that until the end. You do that to the very end. You go through this at the end here. You go through this space, and the very last stitch you chain 1 to finish. This is what I have at the end of row 2. For the rest of your work, you are going to repeat row 2. You chain 1 and turn. After turning, beginning from the very first space, draw a loop, and the next one, draw a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, draw through the 3, chain 1 to finish. You go to the next 2 spaces, draw 2 loops from them. You have 3, draw through all, chain 1 to finish, and repeat that until the end. You repeat until the end. It is just a repeat of row 2. At the end here, you draw a loop from here, and from this very last yarn, for you to have straight edges, yarn over, draw through all, chain 1 to finish, chain 1 and turn, and begin the next row. This is a 1 row repeat pattern. You continue repeating row 2 until you have the height that you want. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. If it was, kindly leave a comment, share, like, subscribe, and then I'll see you in my next tutorial.